Alright folks, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. I figured it's finally my time to give my thoughts on the 24-25 Charger EVs and inline sixes, Hurricanes that are coming out here shortly. So hit that intro. Alright folks, I'm going to go about this a little bit different than everybody else. So let's do this real quick. This is a public service announcement. I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to get into Democrats, Republicans, EPA, any of that. I get it in the comments. I'm just going to delete your comment. So please, let's not get into a political debate. That's not what this is about. Though there's probably some pressure there. Got it. But political debate aside, Dodge, one thing, let's start with this. Dodge could have done something to save the V8. If Ford can do it, and Chevy kind of still doing it in the Corvettes, Dodge could do it. Now, you look at Ford, their EVs are doing terrible. The Mach-E, the Lightning, those two EVs are horrid. Literally just saw something today, CarEdge.com was talking about, where a brand new Lightning, even discounted, is like we'll just say $90,000. They took that same year, same model, put it into their cell with 500 miles on it, and it lost over $50,000 of value. Same date, same car, now it's used and got 500 miles on it, and it loses $50,000 in value. Now, if that's any indication of what's going to happen when Dodge EVs come out and people start buying them, I don't know. But I'm here to tell you, Dodge definitely went in the wrong direction. Like I said, I think they could have put some of their engineering budget, their looking forward budget, whatever budget you want to call it, they could have took some money, put it into a more fuel efficient, more energy efficient, more EPA efficient V8. Now, is it going to be a lot more efficient than what we have now? I think they could do a much better job. I think, there's a lot of smart people in America. And these engineers aren't stupid. You give them some parameters, they'll make a V8 to fit it. They'll figure out how to do it. Now, is it going to be an original Hemi? No. Are these cars even nowadays original Hemis? No. They're circular. They're not hemispherical combustion chambers. Dodge came out and said that years and years ago, that these aren't true Hemi engines. So, keep the moniker, whatever you want to do, Dodge, but you definitely could have done something different. Put some money into the engineering of a better V8. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's get into the current situation. The 24-25 Dodge Charger that's coming out. Looks wise, outside wise, interior wise, it's grown on me a little bit. I kind of like it. I don't mind the aesthetics so much. It's a sleek looking car. It's different than a lot of cars, so you'll stand out if you buy one. Buyer beware, though. I'm going to get into some of these things here in a minute. It's just, yeah, if you can get past the EV part and get past the Hurricane part, I know there's going to be a bunch of YouTubers that buy these things right off the bat, do a bunch of YouTube videos, and then they're going to pass those cars on. Or there's going to be a bunch of YouTubers that buy these vehicles and they're going to Hellcat swap them. Y'all know that's coming, right? It doesn't take a fortune teller to figure that out. So there are some people that are going to wind up buying these vehicles. But I'm just saying, buyer beware. And here we go. So the horsepower numbers, I'm going to get them right off of right off Car and Driver, who got them from Dodge. Let's do the horsepower number first. Let's talk overall performance. Horsepower. The RT is obviously getting a big jump. The Scat Pack is getting a big jump. I'm looking for the numbers here. I should have had these on me. All right, so the RT is going to get 496 horsepower, 404 pound-feet of torque. Right, that's a huge bunch, huge jump. Yeah, that's, you know, I'm guessing, I don't know how they dyno electrical vehicles, but I'm guessing that's 496 to the wheels, because there's no engine or crank. Well, there's anyway. That is a big jump from the traditional RT. And 670 horses and 627 pound-feet of torque for the Scat Pack are both huge jumps in horsepower. What they fail to tell you is the car is over 5,000 pounds. I think it's like 5,600 pounds, somewhere around in there. Someone correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but it's over, I know for a fact it's over 5,000 pounds. All right, so that's close to anywhere from 600 to 700 to 1,000 pounds heavier than our cars are today. Compare that to Tesla. Look at Butter the Great. He did a great video on this. He compared Teslas to the new Dodges coming out, and all of them are lighter by several hundred pounds to over 1,000 pounds lighter than these cars. So again, here we are. We're gonna get the moniker, you're buying a boat. You're buying a boat because it's over 5,000 pounds. And we'll get into a little bit of the Tesla Dodge comparison. We'll do it with the numbers here. I don't really know the numbers of Tesla off the top of my head, a lot of them, but I know Butter the Great did a great video, so go see that if you really want the down and dirty numbers. Let's see, 0 to 60. Let's get into the 0 to 60. The Daytona RT. Oh, back to those horsepower numbers for a second. Butter the Great called this out big time too, and so is Car and Driver calls it out here too. So those horsepower numbers are only for 2024. If you don't buy it in 2020, if you don't buy a 2024 Charger, RT or Scat Pack, those horsepower numbers and torque numbers are going to drop significantly. And then you're going to have to pay in 2025, if you buy a 2025 model, you're going to have to pay for the stage 1 and stage 2 packages to get to those horsepower numbers. So be prepared. Be prepared. I'm just saying, buyer beware, be prepared. I haven't seen the numbers on how much these things are going to cost, but we'll see when that comes across the table. If anyone's seen prices of these cars, let me know in the comments. So let's get back to performance again. So 0 to 60. A Daytona RT 0 to 60, 4.7 seconds. Now I don't know about you guys, but with a few modifications, my RT was hitting pretty close to that. Now obviously traction is a problem. These are all-wheel drive. Obviously the older cars are not all-wheel drive, they're two-wheel drive. Even on street tires, on a half prep track, you could do 4.7 in a 5.7. You can make that happen fairly easy. And the Scat Pack model says it can do it in 3.3 seconds. Now they're saying the current Scat Pack can do it in 3.5 seconds or 3.8 seconds. Dodge Charger 2019 Charger Scat Pack, they tested, hit it in 3.8 seconds. I beg to differ. I think we've seen it. Let's talk quarter mile times now. Let's get off the 0 to 60. Let's talk about quarter mile times. Quarter mile times. Daytona RT, 13.1 seconds. 13.1 seconds. You folks know the current RT can do it pretty close to 13.1 stock. I know some of y'all are going to argue with me, but they can do it. I'm here to tell you. Because I was running low 13s in my car when it was stocked. That big of a jump, a couple tenths, and getting over 100 horsepower, more, and only gaining a tenth or two is ridiculous. Scat Pack. They're saying the Scat Pack in its current 2024 configuration now, 11.5 seconds. I have seen stock Scat Packs do quarter mile in 11.5. Multiple ones. Lots of them on YouTube. You can go look them up. And if they don't do 11.5 on a tire, you can get pretty doggone close. 11.7, 11.8. And here we go, 670 horsepower to 485. Right? So again, they're not telling you what these cars weigh. And they're really not telling you what a current Scat Pack can really do, or a current RT can really do. So again, brotherhood of muscle. You know, if you're muscling 670 horsepower and you're only doing 11.5 in a quarter mile, something's wrong. And what's wrong is you're overweight. And then here we go with the top speeds. The RT is limited to 137. Scat Pack limited to 134. So interesting enough, for those of you that think you're going to buy an RT or a Scat Pack EV and keep up with a Tesla, this is not going to happen. The Tesla Plaid blows all that out of the water. They run 9.1s all day long at the track, back to back to back. They'll run low 9s easy, without even trying. I want to say the Model 3 Performance, I think it's somewhere in the 11.6 range. The Performance Model 3 Performance, not the Plaid. I'm talking about the Model 3 Performance. Runs 11.6. I'm a Dodge lover. I love my Dodge. I love my Challenger. I love all the Dodges out there. I'm not a Dodge hater. I am just providing you the facts. So when you go to buy one of these cars, you got the facts before you buy it. Yeah, and Car Driver goes on, oh, they're inherently quicker because of their instant torque, their all-wheel drive, you know, blah, 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 blah. So there you go on performance. So I went over the main two reasons why you buy a car: aesthetics and performance. Now, my truthful opinion on the car, like I said, aesthetically, I like the car. Oh, let's talk about range. They did talk about range. Let me find that real quick. Okay, so ranges on the car: 317 miles for the RT and 260 miles for the Scat Pack. Butter the Great did a great video on this. TK's Garage did a great video on this. OC Motivator's done a great video on this. I'm coming late to the game, but that's all fine and dandy. Where if you're making a long distance drive, even if you're only driving, we'll say you're even driving 200 miles, where are you going to charge your car? There's no infrastructure. TK's Garage, he talks about some of his friends owning Rivians, and they hate them because there's nowhere to charge them. They can't take any long distance drives because there's nowhere to charge them. There's no adapters for the Tesla chargers. So granted, there's a lot of other chargers out there, right? And you pay for that electricity to charge your car. Tesla, eventually Tesla's going to catch on. All right, so I'm not getting money from all these EPA credits anymore. But you know what? Everyone's going electric. I can make a boatload of money by, you know, making adapters for all those other vehicles to be able to use my charging infrastructure. Another topic, off topic, but be aware your range is limited, and unless you know somebody, if you're going across country, I hope you know somebody every 250 miles, so you can go to their home and charge your car. Buyer beware. So we talked about the three main things, and that's all I really wanted to talk about: the aesthetics, the performance, and the charging infrastructure, which there is none. There are pay for charging out there, absolutely 100%. And the key words on that is pay for charging. So just buyer beware. Again, I'm not a Dodge hater. I love Dodge. I love my RT. You guys know, you OG folks know I love Shake and Bake. And all my friends that have Dodges, I love their cars too. I love Chargers, Challengers. I love Rams. I love the Chrysler 300, CDJR. I love them all. My wife has a Jeep, for God's sake. So I'm not a hater. I'm just providing the facts that are coming out of Dodge to make sure you're informed before you go buy one of these new vehicles. And I just want you to be aware of what the limitations are and how this changes this scope of things throughout the rest of 24, and if you buy one in 25. So be aware. Again, I don't know what the prices are, where these are going to fall out compared to, you know, a Model 3 and Plaid. I'm guessing it's going to fall, the Scat and the RT is going to fall somewhere in between. Now the Banshee, I haven't seen the numbers on the Banshee yet. At over 5,000 pounds, I'm not sure. We'll see if it can compete with the Plaid. We'll see when the numbers come out and the price comes out. But if these two cars are any indication of what the Banshee is going to look like when it comes out, I'm not too hopeful for good numbers. So a lot of people had asked my thoughts. There's my thoughts on the 24, 25 Dodge Charger coming out. I just say, I'm not saying don't buy one. Sure, they're going to be fun. Sure, they look great. Just be aware of the limitations before you buy. That's going to do it for this, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, please check out the rest of the channel. If you like the rest of the channel, do me them few things. Like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on social media. I'll definitely appreciate it. Shake and Bake will definitely appreciate it, because every red penny from YouTube goes right back into Shake and Bake. That's it for this one, folks. Till next time, adios.